Hi, my name is Mary Jean Ziska, and it is, let's see, where's my clock? Here it is, 12:59. It's in the afternoon. It is February 5th, 2016, and it's Friday. I just got slimed on the phone by a person who went to Ohio State University. Which kind of makes sense because that's the same school that Karen Kale went to. And it actually is Auto Eureka. And I wanted to do a video just on selling the Mercedes. Yesterday I talked to a guy at 3 different places. They had a guy that sounded exactly the same on the phone. I have a new phone number that's through my dad because, of course, bullies and liars and cheats and con artists and thieves. 15 years of them have absolutely been horrendous. Anyway, my dad was sweet enough to put a phone on his account so that I could use it, going back and forth from Sarasota to Naples, trying to fix everything that's been broken, destroyed, ruined, and stolen. And now I'm actually seeing quite a bit of the tentacles of the identity thieves from 2006 and 2007. I called up Auto Eureka yesterday, talked to an absolutely great guy, Ryan. Of course, he just started working there, and he was going to check and see if somebody would be interested in the of the car or in even the transmission. I'm right now trying to sell it's a 1990 Mercedes for the cost of the transmission. And I guess I could go into that right now. This is kind of what it looks like. This was a photocopy of a photocopy. I had listed it or tried actually selling it to all of the Kappa Alpha Theta sisters and sent out a Christmas email. I think that was way back in 2010. When it's the transmission, we had a new transmission put in 2010 by Coastland Auto, which I have that receipt. So basically, when talking to my dad and to some nice people before, they actually said probably to be able to sell it for the cost of the transmission, which is somewhere between $3,360, and I don't know what all the other things on the receipt are. There's a valve stem, there's a Pro Select oil filter, but that's probably oil, and then gas, that's probably gas. There's a blower regulator. There's a transmission mount, a flex joint drive. It says it's a rebuilt Mercedes, and that's the major cost of the $3,360 and no cents. And then a Dextron Mercon ATF. And that's all listed here. The total of the whole bill was $5,341.90, which was paid on, it'd be June 4th, 2010. Hopefully, can you guys see that? That's the cost of everything. And that is the date. I'll go kind of slow so you can kind of see. It's hard to do it this way. But anyway, my dad had it fixed, and it lasted about 2 weeks, and then a head gasket blew. So we took it to the Mercedes dealership to have it repaired. Their cost was astronomical. For some reason, I don't know how much actually it was supposed to be to fix it. My dad today was thinking it was $5,000, but that doesn't sound right. So whatever that cost was too much. So we had AAA tow it to my garage, and it's been sitting in my garage since 2010. Well, because I'm clearing out everything and packing up stuff and cleaning out mold and mildew, it actually it would be beneficial for me to be able to sell it and clear that out, have more room, and also those finances would help to make up for the finances that were lost in the theft. And look at how this is all piecing together. 2006, 2007, that's when Karen Kale bullied me until I lost 30 pounds. She used to trespass into the Strand. She lived in Carlton Lakes, which is the next complex over. And in a short while in 2005, I actually babysat for her son, Grayson. And she was having an affair. I don't know who it was, but it definitely, the guy she was kissing and making out with in the pool was definitely not the same bald-headed white guy that she actually introduced as her husband. So while I was babysitting Grayson, I think she was having an affair. I know I talked to my dad about it. He said they probably had the affair before she even had the baby. She trespassed and she used to bully me and made my life a living hell. At that point in time, she was working at Fifth Third Bank. So look how this all ties together. 2006, 2007, my identity was stolen. I had a Fifth Third Bank account. I had a bank account at Bank of America, and I had a Wells Fargo account. I was successful in my business. I had a condo. I had a great family, great life. My first identity theft was 2006, 2007, 2002, 2006, 2007. Ian Stein, David J. Stern ended up getting my personal information, and they tried to foreclose upon my condo. The judge actually stopped that, and Matthew Kale, which has the same last name, same spelling as Karen Kale, actually tried to basically foreclose upon my house. He was a lawyer working for the crook, David J. Stern. He's a crook. You can look up all of his information. He's been disbarred from the Florida bar at this present time. I think it was 2014 or 2015 that he was finally disbarred for all of his racketeering, illegal practices, and all of the mortgage fraud that he did in like 2006, 2007, 2008, in all of those years. Well, Matthew Kale, actually, I have paperwork that says he was trying to insist that he actually didn't have the assignment of mortgage, but at one point in time he had an assignment of mortgage, which was completely false and bogus. And while they were trying to steal my condo, which I guess Karen Kale loved running into my complex and using my house and probably stealing clothes, because I had clothes stolen and jewelry stolen. My identity was stolen. I had people bullying me through the emails, through mail. I got letters that were actually with Ohio postmarks on my birthday and Christmas, telling me that there was something wrong with me, or that I had an anger problem, or just that I was, nobody loved me, that nobody liked me, that nobody wanted to be near me. The same things that Karen Kale told me. Actually, she told me those things even while she was trespassing. She didn't have permission for a long time to be trespassing, and when I confronted her at the front gate, she actually started bullying me till I was actually almost throwing up. She made my stomach and my entire demeanor, everything changed. Because of her. And she never ever apologized. She thought she was right to do this. But look at how this is all working together. 2015, a fraudulent bank account once again opened up at Fifth Third Bank. Did Karen Kale have anything to do with it? Did her little group of con artist scumbags or mean, greedy, evil people have anything to do with it? Possibly. But when I talked to Auto Eureka, and this is another amazing thing, today talking to Auto Eureka, I talked to allegedly the owner of the store was Martin Kazmarak. They said he was Marty. The person I talked to on the phone was Marty. Customer service, absolutely horrid. He decided upon himself that it was a waste of time. He even told me that. He told me I was a waste of time, that he was going to tell his representative not to call me or not to talk to me. The nice person I told you about, who was Ryan, because I was trying to sell this 1990 Mercedes. That in 2006, he said in 2006, Auto Eureka replaced an electric switch or an alternator. 2007, they replaced the battery. 2005, or was it 2006, they also replaced a head gasket. He said that cost my family $2,200. And because it was 2006, he didn't want to give me a receipt. Coastland Auto, I showed you the receipt. Absolutely amazing about being able to, I think I'm talking to this same Marty person all over the place, or whoever it is pretending to be Marty. I have no idea, because I can't imagine that someone would actually be so rude to a customer. I mean, he doesn't know who I know. He doesn't know my friends. He doesn't know that I grew up in Ras Tanur, Saudi Arabia, that my friend at 13 was the oil minister's son, which was the president of Aramco, Rami Al Naimi. Of course, I haven't been able to talk to him or get in touch with him, because on the phone I get to talk to all these other crooks and Karen Kale's friends and bullies. But I think it's just so amazing. So I looked him up online and found out he went to Ohio State University. I know there's been other people who've actually not had my best interest at heart, who were really not friends of mine, who did not want me to prosper, who did not want me to, obviously he told that people are, this man was trying to not convince me to sell my car. And for some reason, he knew the cost of my condo, which is very, very, very suspicious, because he said he might buy it if he could get it with my condo, which sounds not only criminal, but I'm wondering if he's been in my condo. I'm wondering if he actually was a friend of Karen Kale's, because according to ask.com, he went to Ohio State, I think it was 1984 to 1989. Karen Kale, I told you, also went to Ohio State University, and was the girl who bullied me, who lied, cheated, and stole from me, who basically, as far as trespassing into the Strand versus, and you know what is really suspicious is that she's now a talent scout. She doesn't, I guess she doesn't work for Fifth Third Bank anymore, but she actually gets, I guess, con artists or actors, whatever you want to call them. Maybe they impersonate people. Maybe they can have no problem bullying somebody on the phone. I don't know what her extent of her career. I didn't want to have her in my life, or anyone connected to her in my life. But I think it's just very, very suspicious. 2006, 2007, same time she was bullying me, same time that I had people breaking into my house, which I had an extra set of keys, extra set of all of my information in a safe at Fifth Third Bank. Same time that I had my identity stolen, same time that I actually had mortgage fraud with Ian Stein, David J. Stern, and Matthew Kale. And then the same time that people continued to lie, cheat, and steal. And it's very suspicious how this man actually knows the cost of my condo, didn't want anything to do with actually helping me or to sell the car or the transmission. Is basically I wanted to sell the transmission with the car included, for the cost of what the transmission would be. So I was yesterday talked to an amazing person who actually had honor and integrity, honesty, and I was given hope that I had great Christian people in my life again who actually help people, who don't think of how they can scam people or how they can lie, cheat, or steal or make a profit, just make a profit, and today I feel like I totally got slammed by the devil, and just very, very, very convenient that it all goes back to Ohio State University and one little girl who, because she had an affair and was screwing around when her son was 3 months old. And I absolutely regret ever having her in my life. It was probably not voluntarily that I actually met her. I'm sure it was manipulated because someone decided, hey, they'd stolen my identity before and they did it again. And actually, I remember people always asking me if where I was from. And because I was born in Cleveland, Ohio, I used to just say Ohio because it's a long story. Born in Cleveland, Ohio, moved to Florida at 6 months, then moved to St. Croix, Virgin Islands, then grew up in Saudi Arabia, which I am so thankful and grateful that we grew up in Ras Tanur, Saudi Arabia. There was no crime. There was no drug addicts, no alcoholics. I was blessed and favored and loved and had great family and great friends. And I thank Mother Aramco, my father, Elwin Joseph Ziska, my mother, Marion Ziska, and gosh, wouldn't have traded 1 second of any of that. But for the last 15 years, we've given it all back. They traded everything. It's definitely not been worth the pain and suffering I've gone through. Obviously, a lot of people have made a lot of money off of my name and my social security number. But I just want to say I'm absolutely shocked at the lack of customer service, the actual meanness that this person actually had. And I'm just going to call him and just ask one more time why, if he would please send an email with the head gasket information. That my dad doesn't remember paying for a head gasket because he knows he didn't pay for one after the fact, after the transmission. And then this person actually said he put in a head gasket. So who knows if there was none put in, or if my family paid for somebody else's car to be serviced. I want to believe the best in people, but this is just not been a good day on the phone. That's for sure. And I went to bed with so much hope and prayers, praying for miracles and praying for God to come through. And this guy was really, really, really mean. If he's as mean to everyone else as he was to me, I don't know if you want to actually use their services. But I'll let you hear his voice, and we'll get it on tape, and then that way we can just see. Maybe he'll be nice this time. I'll put the speaker enabled.
Out of Europe and Naples. My name is Casey. Who am I speaking to today?
Hi, Casey. My name is hold on just a second. My name is Mary Jean Ziska, and I'm hoping I was talking to the wrong person. The owner of the store, Marty, at Auto Eureka, and I tried to ask for a receipt of work that was done in 2006. Would you be able to email that to me? Hold on just a second.
Changed ownership, you know?
Oh, you did? So Marty isn't the owner, or he is the owner?
No, but before then, you know what I mean?
So you...
Like after the fact.
Yeah, my dad just doesn't remember having a head gasket put into my car and paying for it. And so I'm trying to gather up all the information because I need to sell it. I hate to say this, but the person I spoke with was absolutely horrid to me. And on the phone, he told me straight out that I wasn't worth, I was a waste of his time. For him to actually scan anything and email anything. But I've had different auto places put in different things in the car. The transmission was put in Coastland Auto. And
Sure, let me see what I can see here. I mean, I don't know if we can go back that far, but what's your last name?
supposedly it's Ziska. Z is in zebra, I is in ice cream, S is in sugar, K is in king, A is in apple. And he told me that he looked it up, that you guys put in a head gasket in 2006 and that it would cost of $2,200.
Okay.
Thank you for being nice. I actually, you guys shouldn't have that person answer the phone. He was not nice to me at all. I mean, obviously he doesn't think I'm valuable or worth anything, but he doesn't know my sister's a real estate attorney that lives in Palm Beach in a multi-million-dollar home who has a Mercedes. She has nice cars. You know, I just...
I understand, and, you know, Mrs. Scott, I still have a cell phone for you. It's 821-5515. Is that still correct?
No, not at all.
I really do titling and registering of cars.
Okay.
But I can,
There's an...
make sure what I can pull up for you. And
That would be great. Well, I'm just trying to gather. Coastland Auto just emailed me. I emailed one of your associates, Ryan Klontz, C-L-O-N-T-Z, because he had asked for the receipt on what had been done at Coastland Auto, because he thought maybe that your company might be interested.
That I can give you to, and I'll call back and maybe I can fax you an invoice or something.
I don't have fax. I'm in Sarasota right now.
Okay, well, I can email it to you.
Yeah, email would be great. And that email would be SELL, S-E-L-L, a 1990 Mercedes, and then my full name, Mary Jean Ziska, M-A-R-Y-J-E-A-N.
That's your email?
Yeah, I just made it. I just created it. SELL 1990 Mercedes. Mary.
1990.
Yeah, Mercedes. Mary Jean Ziska, my full name, MARYJEANZISKA @gmail.com.
At Gmail?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And
I can give it to Ziska, and I will get back to you.
that would be great. And you're Casey? Okay, well, I really, really appreciate. I thank you so much for being nice, and I thank you so much for trying to. I'm just trying to gather up all the information because I'm trying to sell this car. so thank you very much for your help, and I hope to hear from you guys soon. But not that Marty guy, or if that was even him. Please never, ever, ever. And I understand he was just not. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, thank you for your kind, attention and customer service, because much better. Okay. Thank you. Take care. God bless. Bye bye.